what I'm doing here is I'm making my own 4-ways and 5-ways. Here's actually it's an 1.25 inch 5-way. Here's my 1.5 inch
cross.
and this 1-inch cap. I'm just going to bolt that right onto it. Now, this 1.5 inch fitting goes over the outside of the 1.5 inch pipe. When I bolt this on here, this 1-inch fitting is going to go on the inside of the 1.5 inch pipe. But it doesn't quite fit, so I got to file it down a little bit, reduce the diameter. I'm going to do the same thing with this T. Make a 4-way out of it. So I got a piece of one of the 2 pieces of 1-inch PVC here. I clamped it in this work center. I got it at a garage sale. I have it, so I'm using it. I don't think you really need one. First thing I got to do, there's a little nib on that 1-inch cap from manufacturer. We'll take that nib off first. I'm going to coat the whole thing with some primer. Just speeds it up. This whole process, you got to do 12 of these caps, file them down. It takes a while. So this primer makes it a little easier. It's easier to tell how much you've taken off too. You just take the purple off. I've got this rasp here. It's working really well for me. Take the purple off. Random orbit sander. You could use a belt sander. Whatever you got. I'm going to have to go through 3 whole cycles of this, sometimes 4, to get it down to the right diameter. Here I am. This is the 4th cycle with the primer. Here we go. Fit in nice and easy. Next thing we need to do is drill these T's and crosses. The way they're made, they've got lines in the casting. You just work with those lines, you'll find a nice center to drill to. Same thing with this T. Just work with the casting lines. These caps, seems like there's a row of lettering that's just about in the center. You take the center letter of the lettering, the teeny lettering on these Lasco caps. Got a 3/16 inch drill bit. Ream it out a little bit. You want a little bit of play in there. You want a little bit of adjustability. Now I'll get some of these 10-24 by 1.5 inch screws, some of the number 10 washers. A little bit tricky. Washer on here. Don't want to over tighten this. Don't want to crack the plastic or anything. Check it out. See if it looks like it's pretty square. Don't want it too tight. If you tighten it up and it's crooked, it's going to be hard to make this work. Last thing we'll do is we'll put a little bit of PVC glue on the threads of the screw. Act as a lock on the nut coming loose. Loctite would be better. Fingernail polish would be better. Just put a little bit on there and then turn it so that it soaks into where the screw is meeting the nut. And that's about it. There's your 5-way. Same thing for the 4-way.